We're at the St. Louis Artists Guild, and right now we have a national juried exhibition titled The Essence of Form, and we have a small group exhibition titled Influential Mark. Both of these shows deal with the idea of form and mark making as it repeats from the small to the large in nature. Our juror for this exhibition was Fran Skiles. She's an internationally known artist from West Virginia.
Everything is so strong. There's photography, there's acrylic, there's oil, there's a sculpture, there's metal, there's collage. I think that's one of the strengths of the show, the variety. These are pieces of work that I would never dream of.
As soon as it feels like work, I start to lose interest, so it has to be fun and loose and serendipitous. I'm primarily just using black and white paint. And I actually used business cards to move the paint around. I started off trying to make a landscape, and I think I just decided that it was a failure, and so I just started scraping the paint off. And the first two scrapes revealed this whole underpainting. I make a lot of mistakes and end up turning something that I thought was going to be one thing into something else.
I would hope people are inspired by all the different ways that artists can create work and all the different materials artists use to create work and all the interesting forms that they make in their work.
There's a Christmas carol called Cherry Tree, and it's a really, really old Christmas carol, but when you listen to the words, it becomes kind of weird and less Christmassy and more patriarchal. And basically it talks about how Mary and Joseph walked through a garden, and Mary said, "Hey Joseph, I'm hungry, can you grab me some cherries?" And Joseph said, "Oh, you're pregnant with somebody else's baby, why don't you have him go pick the cherries for you?" It's a piece of 1,000 nativity scene Josephs and then one nativity scene Mary. They're all cast from the same mold. The piece is about identity and loss of identity as society develops its need for who you're supposed to be. It centers around the Mary as she loses herself to the 1,000 Josephs. It became a very interesting dynamic for me to look at how Mary's relationship to men was defined by them and not through her consent. Art can tell the story that you want to tell. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be even socially acceptable. It can just be 100% what you have to say. If people are able to look at making art as a way to be truth tellers and honest with themselves, I think they would be able to find some creativity and access to deeper parts of themselves.